Hey there, everybody. Hey, so I just wanted to make a quick little update video just to kind of give an idea of what I'm currently doing on the channel right now. So, first things first. Uh, I'm just gonna explain the very big thing right now, is that I'm gonna be cutting down how long my videos are. So right now I've been trying to upload between 30 minutes to 40 minutes on average, and usually going between 30 to an hour, depending on what was going on in the video. But I've learned now that simply due to how my schedule is right now, how things work out right now, and just from the clear fact that I haven't been able to constantly keep up with the upload schedule, that 30 minutes is as a minimum is just too much. It's too much footage being used per every single video, and I simply don't have enough time to record enough footage to keep up with that constant 30-minute upload time. Because what happens is I usually only get about 3 to 3.5 hours to record footage, which is a lot compared to some YouTubers out there. Don't get me wrong, but when you cut down that 3 hours into 30-minute episodes, you usually get about 6 parts, right? But then that's only if I was recording straight 3 hours. Usually things get in the way. I have other things I have to get in and do. I get cut off, and those interruptions can last between 5 minutes to like an hour or even an hour and a half. And in most of my recordings that are like 3.5 hour long sessions, I tend to get interrupted for at least like an hour and a half for that, which leaves me only with about 2.5 hours of footage, or 2 hours of footage depending. And then if you cut out all the parts where I'm not talking, not doing much, especially when it comes to things like Fallout and such, I tend to only have about an hour and a half left of footage by the time I'm done, and that's only good for about 2 to 3 parts. And the amount of time it takes to edit and record all this, and also get everything like such as work and social life things and stuff like that all at once, it just ends up not working out. Now, if I had a consistent schedule that was just a constant line every day that I could follow perfectly, like record one day, edit the next day, do this, do that, in a very set schedule, I would definitely be able to upload as much as I'm doing. But simply put, I can't do that. I don't know. I can't plan perfectly around everything. A lot of things can come up and get in the way all the time. And I also know my own limitations as a person. I am a very big procrastinator at times, depending on my mood. If I'm really not in a good mood, I can't force myself to edit or record things. I just can't. It just ends up really horrible, or I end up sitting there just looking at my screen for 2 hours straight, unable to do anything. So because of these constant things that get in the way, I'm going to have to cut back a little bit on the time. So now my videos will be, usually I'll aim for a minimum of 20 minutes with a maximum of 30 minutes per video. That doesn't mean I will never go over 30 minutes. If I see that like a video I ramble for the first 20 minutes or the last 20 minutes, I'm not going to leave it at like just 30 minutes of 10 minutes of gameplay. I'm going to give you guys more. Like, I know how I can ramble. But without counting that though, if I'm just playing normally and there's not much rambling, or there's at least stuff to show you guys, then it'll usually be about 20-25 minutes in most cases. That way I'm going to be increasing the amount of videos I can keep out for you guys, because I'm pretty sure you guys would rather get a consistent amount of more videos that are shorter than be stuck going 3 days straight without seeing any videos at all, and then get like 1 or 2 videos that are 30 minutes long, and bam, another 3 days straight without videos, right? So hopefully this little cutback will help when it comes to dealing with constantly running out of footage and constantly running out of content. Like I said, if I wasn't procrastinating as much, if I didn't have as much of an issue with trying to get motivated to work, if I didn't have like a job and a social life that I'm also trying to keep up at the same time, if I was just doing YouTube, I this would be perfectly fine and I wouldn't be making this update. But alas, that's currently how things are, and so yeah, no, I can't afford to constantly upload 35 minutes to 40-minute long videos, because I try to say 30 minutes, but in most cases my videos end up being 40 minutes to 50 minutes long to an hour depending. So once again, it's cutting back even more. I'm getting even less footage, right? So especially if like the last like 50, I only have like 40 minutes or 50 minutes left, I can't separate that into 30 minutes and 20. I didn't like doing that, so I would just leave it at 50 minutes long. Now if I have a 20-minute minimum, now I can go 20 20 20, and that last 50 minutes is suddenly, or 20 30, it suddenly goes in from one video to 2 or 3 videos. So yeah, all in all, it should help out a lot more. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about is what do I have planned for this month and February, because we're already halfway through January. So what I want to do first of all is I want to hopefully at least get a lot more progress in Fallout 3. Finishing it this month would be the dream, but friggin' Fallout is a long game that's very unpredictable, and because of that, it can be difficult to plan around it, and I'm just hoping to get it done by the end of the month. But who knows what's going to happen? Who knows if I'll have the time to finish it by then? If not, it should be finished between the first half of February. That is my goal. There's Killer's Dead as well. I'm planning on finishing Killer's Dead this month. Killer's Dead is probably not as long of a game, and I should be able to finish it much quicker. If I don't have it done by the end of January, I'll be more surprised than anything else. But we'll have to see. But that's currently my plan, is Fallout 3 and Killer's Dead is hopefully done by the end of January. Fallout 3 could potentially be done by the early parts of February. I also have, like I said, I don't know if you guys heard yet, but I got a capture card. And because of that, I'm able to record console games. I currently have The Last Guardian and Final Fantasy 15 that I want to do Let's Plays of. So in February, look forward to those. I currently have Last Guardian footage recorded, but it didn't work out well. It didn't turn out well. Once again, my microphone picking up background noise ended up picking up the game's noise through the mic and the capture card, so my voice is being masked by the game's noise, and it doesn't sound good. So I'm gonna have to re-record that, which is gonna be fun. But without counting that, I also have Final Fantasy 15 that I want to eventually record. I've already played a few hours of it, and I really enjoy it. And but that will be after The Last Guardian, probably. So that might be in March or something like that, depending on how long The Last Guardian is. Or maybe halfway through February, I'll start that. And I don't know how long Final Fantasy 15 is going to take, because that's a long game. I've heard Final Fantasy games are pretty long. They usually are. So that could take all the way up to the end of March, probably, if I get a consistent recording going on. While those games are coming out, though, I do have, once I finish Fallout 3 and Killer's Dead, I only plan on having one console game going at a time, because simply put, I don't have the space to accommodate multiple game captures for consoles, because those take a lot of space. Like a single, I think 2 hours of recording took about 22 gigabytes of space. I don't have much to work with to begin with, so I can only have room for one at a time. So while Last Guardian is going to be recording, I'm also going to be recording some PC games with the new mic now. If I can get the audio fixed by the time it's done, by the beginning of February, I should be starting either Ori and the Blind Forest or Owlboy. I'm not sure which one I'll do first. I'll probably do Ori and the Blind Forest, because I've been meaning to finish that game for a long time, and I have never finished it yet. Then after that, I'll do Owlboy after, because I just want to play some nice, calming, beautiful games, and they look like they're really good games to both play and let's play, so might as well do those. Those are probably going to be Ramble series. So yeah, that's what I have planned until the end of February. I'm hoping probably maybe even going into March, depending on how long some of those games are. But without counting that, there's also a few extra little things. I currently have a Spelunky video, which is a Let's Play short, coming out. I plan on maybe recording more of that on any free time I have. Doing that, I can have some few extra little funny bits of watching me getting mad at a game and raging constantly and getting killed. Without counting that, I might record a few extra little things as console games, such as Mario Kart I wanted to record. If I have free time, Mario Kart can be a fun extra little LPS as well, or other things like that. And finally, I had one last major thing I wanted to do. I'm not going to exactly spoil what it is yet, but it's a pretty big project that I've been wanting to show off for a while. It's probably going to have to wait until after I'm done Fallout 3. But it's basically another modding series, but instead of just modding a game with other people's mods, I plan on showing off how to create your own mod in a game. It's not going to be especially like huge. Like, I'm not modding Fallout 4 or something with the Gek or whatever. Or I don't think the Gek's out yet, but that's not the point. I'm not going to be modding like a massive, huge Bethesda game or something like that. But I'm still going to show how you can make alterations to a specific game, which I will get into more details later once I finish Fallout 3 and stuff like that. I also need to test it out a bit, see how well I can, or what the format's going to be for it. But yeah, I have something else planned, because I do want to do more. I want to do more with the channel. I don't want to just do ramble and LPS occasionally. I want to do a few other things. So like reviews. I want to get into reviewing games, which I think I might be reviewing Fury as my first game. We'll see, but we'll have to see when when I get there. I'll have to see how much extra time I get now that I'm going to be recording or editing with fewer, with smaller pieces, so that I get more videos out. We'll have to see how much more space I have to work with. Reviews would be an interesting thing. Guides. As I've always said before, I like making my channel as informative as possible and explaining things. So maybe guides to things like I realized like halfway through my Fallout Let's Play, well not halfway, whatever part I'm at right now, episode 6 if I'm correct, that that I'm not really explaining as much as I want to be. I'm not exactly showing off as much as I want to be, like not showing off my own skill, but like showing the game and showing information about the game and things you can do in the game and stuff like that. So maybe I'll be making guides as like separate videos to explain things I might have missed during my Ramble series. And yeah, I just kind of want to do a little bit more with the channel. So expect a few extra things to come out if I have the time. These things are more on the side, waiting to see if there's a time I can get them done. But maybe expect those in February or at the latest March, hopefully. If not, then that means there's probably not enough time to work on them. But yeah, just understand that there's some extra stuff coming out. So yeah. So to summarize everything I just said, Fallout 3 Killer is Dead by the end of January, Fallout possibly by the end of the beginning of February, after which will be Ori and the Blind Forest, and then Last Guardian if I can get that working. And after those games, probably in March, will probably be Final Fantasy 15 and Owlboy. And if I have extra time, you'll probably be seeing the new things I'm working on and a few more LPSs here and there, such as Spelunky and stuff like that. Maybe reviews and maybe guides. So hopefully this all works out, and I just wanted to give this little heads up just so you guys, the biggest thing I want to talk about was the cut back in time so that you guys don't start wondering why there's only 20-minute long videos. But just wanted to give a little bit of an update on what I plan on doing for the next few months after. Once those we get to March, I might make another update video to explain things, because I just want to keep you guys in the loop. I don't like leaving people out of the loop. I don't like leaving people in the dark of what I'm doing. I like being open with what I'm doing with my channel and the videos and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to those games as much as I am, and I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you for watching.